witnesses or others wishing to make public comment?
Thank you, Senators. I'm David Schonbrunn with TransDef. We are transit advocates that work fervently for high-speed rail. At the same time, we're convinced that the authority is incapable of delivering a successful project. We were one of the petitioners, along with the California Rail Foundation, that successfully challenged 2 of the EIRs for the authority. The authority is being deceitful. They have known for years now that they can't comply with the requirements of Prop 1A. They have known that their project is dead in the water since they have no commitments for funding for an operable segment. So instead, they're brazenly trying to snow you with a funding plan for what they call an initial construction section. It's not a usable segment. It doesn't comply with 1A. The emperor has no clothes. They are clearly hoping that legislatures will overlook the project's inconsistency with 1A in their eagerness to do something to create jobs. We hope you won't succumb to this pressure. This is a time to bring this project to a firm halt.
Okay, I think you've heard that we're going to follow up on that as the committee.
Exactly.
Right, and so we don't need to,
it's a huge question.
We're not saying you're right, but we will be.
So we're saying you can't, you legally can't disperse bond funds, which at which point the project is then dead. I can also add as a transit advocate that the Central Valley project is a ridiculous use of extremely valuable funds. Senator Rubio had it exactly right, connect a rural area with a metropolis. Senator Gaines was exactly right. The first segment should generate at least an operating profit. We do see a feasible way forward for high-speed rail, however. We urge you to shut down the authority, cancel its contracts, and seek proposals from the private sector. We know they're out there. We are convinced that planning based on engineering rather than on politics is going to produce a vastly less expensive project and one that can start with substantial private investment in place. This would be far less risky for the state, and so we urge you to hold on to bond funds and not disperse them until there's a project with reasonable costs and a reasonable route.
Thank you. Other members who wish to make public comment.
Richard Tolmach, California Rail Foundation. I wanted to focus back on the ridership. It was unfortunate that nobody was able to get a straight answer out of Mr. Rossi, but the Merced boardings per train with the 16 daily departures that they plan on the initial operating segment south equals 900 passengers per train. And there was a lot of confusion in his presentation. I think it was purposeful. I don't think he didn't want to let the question come up of how these 900 people per train were going to materialize. It's a very suspicious number. It's a round number. And you divide 14,400 by 16, that's what you get precisely, 900. And I feel it's a very unreal number. Currently, Amtrak boardings in Merced are 20. To go from 20 to 900, which is more than Paris, London, Madrid, New York City. This is the unreality of the ridership study, and it needs to be addressed. There's going to be a parade of academics, perhaps, but you still have to get down to the basics. How come you think this amount per train? There's an easy answer to how to get around this ridership issue. There are other companies which are currently under contract to the state of California. For example, EECOM has, for Amtrak and Caltrans, the Amtrak-Caltrans ridership model. They could run that model. It's already calibrated. It's not in development. It's been used for the last 25 years. The results are completely known. I want to say one more thing on the 45-minute savings that is claimed
Right.
between Fresno and Bakersfield, ask for proof. Ask for a line diagram showing the train performance calculator and what their assumptions are. And I think in every case where there's an easy answer that this authority has been giving you, you have to probe further. Thank you.
Thank you. Other witnesses?